What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Lifestyle Athletics YouTube channel. So, if you're like me or most people out here, you struggle with a little bit of back pain, and you're gonna hear all types of things of how to strengthen your back, right? But today, I'm gonna show you a couple exercises you could use just to strengthen your back and the surrounding muscles around your back. Because a lot of time, when your lower back hurts, it could be glutes that are tight, hamstring. It could be abdominal muscles not strong enough. It could be so many different, it could be pelvic area not strong enough. So I'm gonna show you a couple exercises targeting all the surrounding areas to help to reduce that lower back pain. We're gonna start off with regular press-ups. So what I'm doing is, I'm right here. This is how we're gonna warm up, by the way. I'm on the table or on the ground if you want. And this is where you're gonna be. This is your starting point, right? And all you're gonna do is walk yourself up and back down. And we do this for 10 reps. Up, back down. Just like that. We're trying to stay nice and relaxed and down. If you're doing this correctly, you're gonna feel lower back. You'll feel some glutes in there as well. Going up, just like that, and down. And this is how I would warm up my posterior chain, everything in the back. Up and down. And I would generally want to do this for 5 to 10 reps and do 3 to 4 sets. So after we're done with that now we're on our knees and we're getting into some Supermans, or some people call them bird dogs. I call them Supermans. So what I'm doing here, I want to drive my leg straight out. I don't want to drive it up, right? I want to drive it straight out so it's in line with my body, right? And my toe is pointing down. But I also want to get my arm in the same movement. So right here, opposite arm, out. And I do 10 reps on each side. Slow, control. What I'm doing here is targeting my glutes and my lower back. Just like that. 4, that's it. 5, 6, 7, and I will switch to the other side, do the same thing. So opposite arm, opposite leg, straight line. 1, just like that. 2, squeeze the glutes at the bottom. 3, 4, and 5. And I would do that for the same rep count for all of them. The next one I'm getting into now is for the glutes again. This one is gonna be almost like a stretch. So I'm laying down and I want my knees bent. And I'm taking, so let's start with this side. I'm taking the opposite knee, and all I'm trying to do is pull it down towards me and stay as relaxed as possible. Just like that. What I'm doing here is stretching out my glute, also my hamstring. And I will hold, count to 10, count to 15, whatever feels the most comfortable to you. And then you'd want to do the same thing on the other side. Hold. Just like that. Remember, knees bent and not straight. Just like that. And hold. Just like that. All these exercises are teaching you to do is engage the muscles surrounding your back to help strengthen. It's gonna strengthen the muscles surrounding your back to help to take the load off the lower back. Right now we're gonna do some crunches to work on the posterior. Now we're gonna do some crunches to work on the front. So knee slightly bent, and all I'm trying to do is drive my elbows up. So from here I'm going up, and I do this. We're going 10 reps, just like that, to the top. I'm not going like this. I want my elbows going up. Slow, control, and down. Just like that. And I would do that for the same thing, 10 to 15 reps, and I will go 3 sets. Next thing we're gonna do here is some glute bridges. So for the glute bridges, hands on the ground, and I'm reaching up and down. 10 reps. 1, 2, squeeze glutes. 3, make sure we're feeling the glutes nice and tight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just like that. I promise you guys, if you stick to these exercises, make them a part of your routine, it will take all the pressure off your lower back, and it will also strengthen the muscles that we're targeting. Next one we're gonna do, again, we're in a glute bridge position, right? And what I'm trying to do for this one is walk my heel out, just like that, to where it's comfortable to you, and walk it back in, out. And each time you walk out and come back in, that's counted as one. So out, all the way. So you see how I'm trying to keep my butt off the ground? So I'm just trying to straighten out, but my butt doesn't drop. Just like that. If you're doing this karaoke, you're gonna feel a hamstring. This is perfect for people with tight hamstrings. And in. Just like that. Next thing we're gonna do is a hamstring stretch. So for the hamstring stretch, there's multiple ways you could do it, but I'm just gonna do it right here on the table. So what I want for my hamstring stretch, what I'm looking for is a straight line, right? With the leg, I want toes pointing up towards me. I want the leg on the ground. I want the toes in the same direction as the other toe that's pointing towards me. And we're not gonna hunch over and reach for it. What we're gonna do is try to keep our back as flat as possible and reach, just like that. And while I'm reaching, just like this, what I'm trying to do is my hamstring, I'm trying to push it down. So I'm going down and I'm holding. Just like that. You don't have to go any further than that. I'm feeling this stretch nice in the hamstrings. And I hold this and I count to 10 to 15 reps and switch. And remember guys, whatever you do on one side, do it on the other side. So same thing, toes in the same direction, just like that, and reach. Hold, just like that. And I count slow, controlled, and reach. Just like that, keeping my back nice and flat, and reach. All these movements are perfect for people who work out every day or people who sit all day. It's good for them too. Next thing we're gonna do is stretch out the hip flexors. So there's a couple ways we can stretch out the hip flexors, right? One way is elevated. This would be easy for beginners. So find an elevated surface, put your foot on top of the elevated surface, and all you're trying to do is just drive your knee that way. If you're doing it correctly, you'll feel the hip flexors just like that. You could hold on, you could get the hands up and reach across. If you're doing this correctly, you'll feel a deeper stretch. Again, it may seem like I'm not really targeting my lower back, but really and truly, I'm trying to strengthen and loosen up all the muscles around my lower back. So whatever you do on one side, you do the same thing on the other side. So I'm driving my knee forward. I'm feeling the stretch in my hip flexors. And if I want to feel a deeper stretch, hands up and reach across, just like that. Good, nice stretch, guys. And I would hold these for 10 to 15 reps, deep in there, just like that. And then to finish off, we're gonna finish off with a wall sit, right? On my wall sit, I'm gonna do it right here. So finish off with a wall sit, or you could start with the wall sit, but I like to finish off with it. So what I'm trying to do, get in this position right here and hold, just like that, back nice and flat, and I'm holding. And I would hold this for 30 seconds, go as long as you could go. You could go for 30 seconds and hold, and you go 3 rounds. And the goal with all these exercises is to get consistent. The more consistent you are with the exercises, the easier it will be to get stronger, and then you will start eventually feeling like your lower back is not as tight. Again, guys, thank you for tuning in. My name is Roxroy Cato, and I'm going to be coming to you guys with more informative content. Stay tuned.